What is going on, YouTube? I'm back again for the third video today because I only get to make videos on the weekend. So sorry that I haven't started making these more interactive and in different locations and a little bit cooler. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna work on it though. I'm getting there. Yeah, sorry guys. But welcome back to the channel. And as you guys know, I'm recapping my Java bootcamp experience week by week, so that anybody who wants to learn Java or considering going to a boot camp can actually learn what they need to learn in order to be successful in a boot camp. And anybody who's considering being a back-end developer can kind of have a course or a roadmap of what they should learn and what they can build with those things. So in these videos, I try to recap whatever projects or labs we worked on that week, the concepts that we covered in bootcamp, and then also give you guys some of my personal feedback. So here we go. We just finished week 4 of the bootcamp yesterday. Week 4 was heavily based on our midterm project. So until Tuesday, we actually were still working on our midterms. And then we introduced new concepts on Wednesday. But a lot of this week was focused on front end because we've been learning all the back end stuff and the main principles of object-oriented programming since the first week. So now we're moving a little bit into front end, and then going into week 5, we're gonna be getting into more JavaScript, MySQL, and a little bit heavier into the back end stuff. This will be the only lab that I had to show for you guys because, like I said, a lot of it was just introducing new front end stuff and kind of just learning about TDD and some data algorithm stuff. But yeah, so in this lab right here, the goal was to create a program that would allow us to find prime numbers. So if we put in like number 17, it would give us the 17th prime number, or if we put in 24, it would give us the 24th prime number. So in my case, actually, I didn't really totally do this right. Which you guys will see. It says enter a number to find out what prime number is stored there. So what I actually did, and since this is the only lab I have for this video from week 4, I'll just actually show you guys some code. So what I have here is an array list. So again, learn about those data structures. So an array list is a data structure, and I'm storing it with integers. So which is why you see integers right here. And the list itself is called primes. So what I did was add the first 10 prime numbers into the array list. So we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and 29. So those are just hard coded into the array list. And then basically just allow the user to enter a number 1 to 10, and then it should return any number that's at that location. So if they put in 1, they should get 2. If they put in 2, they should get 3. So that's how the program is set up to work right now. So again, I will show you guys that now that you have a better understanding of what's going on. So if we put in number 7, we should get 17. And there we have 17. So let's count in our list to make sure that is at number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we do in fact have 17 stored at the 7th index. Based on the code, obviously. But yeah, this was a series of if statements. So again, conditional logic stuff that we were learning from day 1. You know, to handle each individual choice 1 to 10. This could have been condensed down. I know if you're a more advanced programmer, you probably would recognize that this could all be condensed down into like some sort of method that doesn't require so many if statements, but I didn't have time to refactor this. That's what I was working on for this lab, but I just wanted to show you guys what I did have. So that was the lab that I have to show you guys for week 4. Like I said, we had an exam yesterday that recapped a bunch of stuff that we've been doing up to this point. And we were working on midterms on Monday and Tuesday. So this lab was really the only lab I have to show for you guys this week. So I just want to share with you guys the 4 concepts that were just repeatedly drilled into our heads this week. And those 4 things are the 4 principles of any object-oriented programming language that you guys learn. So it's encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism, and inheritance. And those 4 things were what we were heavily tested on this week. Every lab that we've been working on about the last week or 2 has involved one or more, if not all, of those core concepts. And this week, I felt like they really wanted to make sure we understood those concepts, not that we just knew how to use them, but that we actually understood why they worked, why they were important, what made them important to Java, and how that relates to other programming languages, and why that makes Java such a beneficial programming language to learn. The more you guys know about those things, not saying you have to be an expert, because they are kind of difficult concepts to grasp. And I think personally, if I didn't have a teacher to teach me this in a class, or if I didn't have classmates and peers to learn this stuff with, it'd be much harder to learn on my own. But like I said, just any amount of exposure to those 4 concepts prior to going into your bootcamp is gonna definitely make your life a lot easier. You're definitely gonna be a lot more able to understand the things you can and can't do with a programming language that's object-oriented, or specifically with Java. So if you wanna get some practice before you go to your bootcamp, or before you consider applying for a bootcamp, those are some really good things that you can't go wrong with, you guys. So yeah, that was my week 4 recap. This one is probably gonna be a much quicker video than some of the other ones, but I'm still learning, man. I'm still in it. I haven't quit yet. I don't plan on quitting, actually. I've grown to love it. If you guys remember in my video from week 2, I had like a mini breakdown that week, and I kind of freaked out, honestly. And I did have that moment where it's like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? I think I made a video about that. So but I think once I got over that hurdle and started talking to people more and kind of voicing my struggles a little bit more, and realizing that everyone else was struggling just with different things, or like for some people, things that I understood perfectly well were things that they just didn't get at all. And the fact that we could kind of share those things, like people could help me with what they were really good at, and I could help them with what I felt good with, it just made the whole process a lot easier of learning like all these new abstract like concepts and stuff. So now, you know, going into week 5, I feel much better. I'm really feeling good about finishing the bootcamp now. We have about 3 more weeks of instruction, so you can expect another video for week 5, week 6, week 7, and week 8. So about 4 more videos coming your way as far as weekly curriculum and what we covered. And then the final 2 weeks of my bootcamp are going to be strictly working on our final project. So I might be making some videos, but they probably won't be like actual lab demonstrations. It'll probably be more or less like recapping, talking about like how the project is going, or showing you guys what I'm working on and what I'm learning and things like that. So yeah, if this helps you guys out at all, or if you enjoyed this video, it would be great if you guys could like, share, or subscribe to the channel. It really helps grow. It helps inspire me to keep making videos for you guys. Leave me some comments down below. I would love to, you know, hear about you guys' journey and what you're working on, and what languages you guys are learning, or any tips that you might have for me, any resources. More than willing to check them out, because I'm still learning myself. So let's do this together, guys. Let's grow, let's learn, let's become developers, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.